Hiya, you stinky weebs. Welcome back to the channel. Always nice to have you back. Today we're actually going to be talking about a manga that I really enjoyed when I was in high school. I'm not in high school anymore, as you can see. But I really like this manga, and I really want to give this manga some more attention, some more light of day. This is a pretty old one. This was actually made in 2004, first published in 2004, but it's been retranslated in 2014. Now, this manga actually inspired a movie called The Edge of Tomorrow, starring Mr. Cruz. And the movie and the manga have some similarities behind the premise of, both circumstances. However, that's basically it. Basically, the synopsis is something happens to a soldier during an alien invasion or attack, and they have to relive the day prior and the day of the battle against the alien menace. The Edge of Tomorrow, if you've seen it, it's actually a pretty good movie. You can turn your brain off to and kind of enjoy some human on alien violence. It's a pretty good movie. In the manga, it focuses more on the not so much on the action, but more on the psychological buildup of the characters. Having the main character understand where he stands, how he can develop himself to be the perfect weapon to get himself out of the situation he finds himself in. In the movie, The Edge of Tomorrow, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be more familiar with that movie. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you do. There's a heavy focus on firearms, guns, dispatching aliens. Bigger emphasis on, I don't know, the main character and the female character having a relationship. It's kind of different in the manga. The main character is much better portrayed. For whatever reason, I believe that ink on paper is able to show a lot more expression than an actor can. So the psychological change of the main character in the manga, it's much more apparent. You can clearly see it, and the relationship the main character establishes with the female lead is quite different. What I really liked about the manga, this is not going to be any kind of spoilers, is that they were very real about the situation. An alien menace comes down, bullets are not practical, RPGs are not practical. The only real arm or weapon they can use to dispatch these alien creatures is because they have a hard outer shell. They had to have something to pierce or smash it, so they had like this hydraulic pneumatic spike that they're able to use to puncture and destroy these aliens. And the main character quickly comes to the realization that no matter how good he gets, no matter how many times he experiences the battlefield after 100 and something deaths, he's just not strong enough, or his weapons are lacking. So he goes out and finds himself a weapon that can, deliver his message to his enemies and all that. And throughout this entire process, you are greeted with this great artwork. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. The person that did the art was Yoshitoshi, and Mr. Hiroshi did the story. But Mr. Abe did a wonderful job with the art. I mean, it's very wonderful. I mean, it looks very mecha-ish, but I mean, it's just so damn cool. And eventually, of course, I'm gonna ruin this for you guys. He gets himself a fucking battle axe. Okay, when I read this and I saw the movie Edge of Tomorrow, I was not happy. I thought they were gonna be using melee to dispatch the alien creatures, but no. So the art is wonderful, and the good part about this is that if you're really not interested into jumping into a 50-page, 60-page odyssey, this manga is only around 19 chapters. Now, if you're on anime list for whatever reason, they're only counting 4 chapters. No, there's around 19 chapters of this, and I'll be real with you, every chapter was a treat. Now, of course, the score is around an 8, and I would probably that's probably what I would give this particular manga, an 8 or a 9, because let's be real here, Groundhog Day, but with war, with aliens, just kind of seems kind of cliche, and there are quite a few cliche things in this story, but I think that the art just smooths it out, makes the whole situation a lot cooler. They are not shy about gore in this particular manga. It's absolutely fantastic. People of all ages perish. Let's just say that. So I think that this manga deserves your attention. If you really like action sci-fi, if you really like those type of things, I honestly can full-heartedly say that this would probably be a pretty good read and probably be, a pretty good afternoon. It's 19 chapters, like I said, so it's a pretty quick read. All right, so that's all you need is skill. If you guys have any other suggestions for any other manga that aren't horrendously long, that I can sample and try out, make a video on, recommend them. It's cool. I'll catch you guys on the other side. stay stinky.